we have a bonus round with Stacie Huckeba. And she does not know what I'm going to ask.
I don't know what you're going to ask.
I do. This
Bless our hearts.
This shoe doesn't fit. One of my favorite projects of yours, and not just because I'm in it. Go to staciehuckeba.com and check out personal projects on the far right. Pull it down and hit This Shoe Doesn't Fit. Now, take it away, Stacie. Tell them about This Shoe Doesn't Fit.
Well, I'm not going to because it's on the thing, but I'll tell you this.
What the heck?
This is how I got that project from years ago. I got an Ivanka Trump shoe. If you don't know, somebody gave me a pair of Ivanka Trump shoes, and it was right at the very beginning. I don't even know if he was fully in office yet.
No, he was just
right
been
when Trump
elected.
had been put into office. And this girl had found them in her closet and was like, I don't want them. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing them. And I was sitting at home one night and I was high as fuck and had been out at G's or something. I had had drinks and I was literally stoned on weed.
Really?
And sitting there looking at the shoes. And I was like, what am I going to... She wanted me to turn them into some kind of art project. And I was like, I don't know.
They were
what to do.
Ivanka Trump shoes?
Yes.
Or
Ivanka
her
Trump-
brand of shoes?
Her brand of shoes.
Not her personal shoes. No, her brand.
Oh, okay.
And I was
Very
looking at
sparkly.
them, and they were very ostentatious. They were really sparkly and like really skinny high heel and like I think the girl had gotten they were an option for her to wear to a wedding or something like that. But I was looking at them and I turned them over and like it's her name is like in the whatever.
Yeah.
And then I turned it over and it says all man-made materials made in China. And I thought, well, this fucking thing sums up for me the whole deal.
The
You know
whole
what I
fucking
mean? Like
MAGA thing,
this
right?
shows up. It sums up the whole thing. Like it's all this ostentatious horse shit that's not made for anybody that I know. Nobody I know has, first of all, anywhere. And it was a tiny shoe. It was like a 5. So I was like,
Who wears a 5?
nobody has anywhere to wear this shoe. Nobody can fit in this shoe. And it's all bullshit anyway. It's not even a real leather. And it's made in China, which they're all screaming about in the first place. Like it's all just fucking smoke and mirrors. And so I went out to the community. I put up on Facebook and was like, whatever. Whoever wants to be, I don't remember how I worded it. But in 8 days, I think, I shot 50 different portraits. And they were literally everything from like a Trump supporter who happened to be a veteran who was missing a leg, to a transgender person who had worked in the military, to immigrants and refugees from other countries, and Black people and brown people and kids. And like, it was 50 different people from every conceivable walk of life wanted to be a part of this. And I photographed them and I went to them so they would be in their environment. And I shot a wide shot of them, somehow stuffed a foot in the shoe. And then there was a close-up picture of had their foot all crammed up in this
Because it didn't fit.
dumbass shoe, right?
Yeah.
And it was called The Shoe Doesn't Fit. The first portrait I shot was one of my most favorite ones because I was on my way to the first shoot that I was going to do. And I had a tire blowout. And this band of Black young kids, and I was in like not the greatest neighborhood over in North Nashville, all sort of surrounded the car. And I was like, well, I've fucked myself now. And I mean, I admit my own racism in the moment because I was like, shit, these kids fucking rolled me out of the road and fixed my fucking tire. And then they were like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm doing this portrait shoot. And I got Marvin was my first portrait. I'll never forget his name. And he did the portrait and he's against this blue wall at the gas station where he fixed my tire for no money, wouldn't even take any money.
Yeah.
But his dad had been in prison and he was just very aware of what his life was going to be if he didn't change. He knew that he lived in this systemic poverty and was Black and was a man and like all of this stuff. And it was like made a commitment to do something different. And he was the first portrait I shot for the series. And it was one of the most moving things. And we did a big show over at the Art and Invention Gallery, raised a bunch of money for the ACLU and Planned Parenthood. But when I first got the call about the Michelle Obama book, it was all very cagey because nobody would tell me who the client was. They just said high profile, whatever. And they used vernacular like that, but they wouldn't ever tell me who it was. But they were like, can we send your work to the client? And I was like, that'd probably be smart, whatever. And they got back to me and they were like, the client loves your personal work. And I was like, that's good. What do they think about the professional stuff? You know what I mean? Like, this is going to be a book project. And they were like, no, they're very much moved by what you've done, whatever.
Yeah.
And they loved the shoe doesn't fit, like specifically that, and the
Yeah.
homeless thing with the white backdrops. And I was like, okay, like that's so fucking weird. And I went back and later, and then I remember getting on the call where I had the first, like, it wasn't a non-disclosure, but it was some sort of like agreement that you didn't say who the client
Yeah.
was going to be. I mean, and when they told me it was going to be Michelle Obama, like I'd nearly shit I
I
literally
can't even imagine.
remember seeing myself on the Zoom call and being like, put your face together. Because I was like, oh my God, you got to pretend. But I went back to look at that, and there were so many references to his presidency versus the Trump, and that it made total sense to me why
Yeah.
Michelle Obama would have been so obsessed with that. Because I was like, why is the client so obsessed with the shoe doesn't fit series? Like, that's so weird. Like, I'm proud of it, but it was almost a decade old, and like
Yeah.
it just was such a weird thing, because I kept thinking like it's Reba, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's a clothing book. Like it never dawned on me that and then I was like, and then I wanted to punch him, because I'm like, how do you let me send Michelle Obama to my website, not let me go in there and do some maintenance first? What is wrong
Well,
with
had
you?
it all there. You
she's-
had it there the
it's
whole
raw.
time.
It was raw. She saw the
You
she
had
saw
it the whole
yeah.
time.
It was yeah.
So say yes to everything, and don't be
Yeah.
afraid to. This ties into your question about photography. Like, I would have never gotten the Michelle Obama book had I not done this series of you know what I mean? Like, that is the thing about life, is that
Yeah.
that's why I don't like the Magic 8 Ball. Like, you've got to just like let the chips fucking fall where they may, because I would have none of these things. All of those things are connected.
There's a lot to be said there about your creativity, though, right? Because this whole concept of the shoe doesn't fit, I'm going to go and like make this into a thing.
Yeah.
Like, this really interesting cultural thing.
Yeah. Because I had people also give me a statement on why the administration didn't fit their life. It wasn't
Right.
just the portraits.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And so when we did the show, their statement was like front and center with the portrait
Yeah.
of why this administration didn't fit their life. And none of it was like a fuck Trump. Like, it was all literally what these people were living with, and why this specific administration didn't
Didn't
fit
make
their
it-
life.
Are you going to do anything with the recent photos that you took of the people dealing with the ice storm and helping?
No, I mean, whatever. I have them. I think I gave them to the Tennessean. I don't know if they're going to do anything. I ran into the Tennessean while I was out doing that. I did that for my own head. Like, there's so much going on right now in the world, and I think that every now and then it's good to step outside and try to find positive. And for me, that's always going to be the helpers. It's always going to be people that are uplifting and inspirational. And I was in a really bad headspace. Like, there's a lot going on again.
Yeah.
Politically, the political climate right now is really tough to navigate. A lot of, I feel like, I mean, to be frank, the horrors
Yeah,
that are
it's-
taking,
Yeah.
like, it's beyond what I knew that it was going to be bad. Like, the thing is like, I remember the chaos of the first administration.
This
I
is
remember
nothing like that.
No.
it's nothing like this, and it's not at all what I was prepared for. And I certainly was not prepared for armed militia in the street and talking about taking over voting from
Elections, yeah.
states and like all, and then the Epstein file, like, again, a lasagna of trauma. Like, there's and then Todd died, and then I had emergency surgery like literally the next day after Todd died. And
Did
like,
they pay for it? Have they ended up? Are they going to pay for it?
they did. Here, listen, to tie it all back together, one of Brandis Bradley's friends, a bubby cat, as we call him, fucking got in there and did a bunch of work for me on behalf of the hospital, and Cigna covered the fucking medical
awesome.
bills.
About time. And on that happy note, I'd like to thank you for not just the bonus video, but for being here. Thank you.
Oh, no, thank you
Thank you.
guys for having me. I
No,
love it.
this
I'm
is just-
looking forward
this
to
is
it.
just-
I love both of y'all to death, and I really am a fan of the podcast. I love all your
Thank you.
guests.
Oh.
It's been great. I love watching it grow.
Yeah. Oh, when we love
I'm honored
you.
to be here.
Oh gosh.
We just
darn.
want to do good things.
Would
you
you-
know?
we
Make
do-
people-
And I like
we
the
do.
good do it. Yeah, I'm for a do-gooder.
Yeah. We want to take positive action. We want to take positive action. Safe Paw, Lori Green, homeless, feeding people, being kind.
Yeah.
Just being kind.
Just being kind.
It's
and
not
finding
that hard
the right
to be
bra.
nice. It's really not that
Actually,
hard.
Finding the right bra.
That's
honestly,
listen, we all
look
need
at this.
support, man.
I mean, that's a thing, but like, I think going back to the social media thing, like your presence and your message, and like, that's so important, you know?
Yeah.
And that's that's really awesome.
And can we do another cheers?
We
Absolutely.
can. I'm out
Cheers.
of beer, but sure.
You're out of. Oh God, emergency.
Emergency.
See you later, alligators.
All right.
Oh.